Hello, Elsinore. This is On the Air with Andrea Ramirez, and today I'm here with
Aylina Sober.
So Sober. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
I'm a senior. I've attended Elsinore High School all 4 years. I did soccer for 3 years, and I have done track for 4 years. And I just joined Advanced Sports Med this year.
Ooh, isn't that cool? So I'm going to introduce myself because this is the first podcast I could actually introduce myself in. Hi, I'm Andrea Ramirez. I'm a senior. I've attended all 4 years. I've played soccer for 2 years. Played soccer for 2 years. I've been in Advanced Sports Med for 2 years. I've done track for 3, and I'm in video production doing podcasts for Elsinore. So over this weekend, we went to HOSA.
Yeah.
And for people who don't know what HOSA is, it's pretty much just a state leadership conference for like health professions. So you could go in for medical terminology like Sober did.
Yeah.
Or you could go in like me in athletic training. So how was your experience there? How would you rate it?
Definitely like a 10 out of 10. It was like really, really awesome. I enjoyed being able to experience something new with new people and people that I've known for a really long time, and just like build like special bonds with people throughout this whole experience. And it was just a really cool experience in general, and I'm really glad I got to experience that. So
that's really good. What's one thing you didn't like about it though?
So one thing I didn't like is I'm not a morning person, and I had to wake up very early, like every
She was the
single
most
morning.
scariest person I've ever seen in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, I thought I was bad. This girl would literally, you didn't even want to look at her.
Yeah, I felt bad for my roommate, but I was nice. I didn't bite.
I don't know about that. I saw little bite marks on Sonara's shoulder the other day.
Shut up.
Anyways, for me, it was really fun. I really enjoyed it. I was our chapter's president. I was a voting delegate. So I did have a lot to do while I was there. Like, the first day was probably the most chill day, to be honest, because I didn't have to wake up. And then the following day, we went to a president's breakfast. So I got to meet every other president in the state of California representing their school. I met the new people that wanted to become state officers for California. And I became actually really close with the girl who won president, I think in the first region. And her name was Lily.
Oh, yeah.
We met her that first day we got to our hotel.
Yeah, there was like a whole little group that we met there. They were all
Yeah,
really
it was
nice.
really fun. I really liked being able to like meet new people from different schools. I enjoyed like being like, hey, I'm from Elsinore. Where are you from? And like, it's a huge interaction between each other.
Yeah, it was
And
awesome.
like, it's really encouraging, and I loved it. It was just one of my favorite things. That president breakfast, the breakfast,
What did they serve you guys?
well, the breakfast was, they had like a fruit bowl right in front of us, but like it was in mini cups. And then we had, we had eggs, but they were like the wet eggs.
Ooh,
Like,
what's in the box?
Like, I can eat eggs, but in the same time, I forget that they're like baby chick embryos and stuff. So it grosses me out. And then they had sausages and then potatoes that I didn't know were potatoes.
Can you elaborate on that?
So they looked like something my Mexican grandmother would make. It's like soggy bread with like cinnamon, sugar, and it's like baked and boiled. So it's really good, but I thought it was like yam. And then I bit into it and it was actually potato.
Interesting.
It was really deceiving, but the orange juice was delicious. The orange juice was really
I
good.
love orange juice.
Yeah. And then from there we studied. What was your first day?
A lot.
Like,
So my first day was actually my busiest day. I did the anatomage tournament with a couple other people. That was really fun. I had to wake up really early for that. That was actually a really cool experience. And then after, Sonar and I had our speech for our
health career
health
display.
career display, and that was intense, but it was fun. It was just really intense seeing everybody else with their poster, listening to everybody else practice their speech and everything, and then actually going into the room it's pretty intimidating. But once we actually started going with it, it was like, wow, like this is actually really cool. This is easy. So it was fun.
And I had a chance to listen to your speech. I saw your poster. I saw your whole presentation. And to be honest, I thought it was the most like intriguing subject that I can like ever learn about.
Thank
I
you.
would never think, what was the topic again? It was,
So it was space psychology.
yeah, like I would honestly probably have no idea what space psychology was. And when I was learning about it, when you would talk about it in your speech, I was so intrigued. Like I would like listen. I'm like, oh my God, that's weird. She explained what it was. Like I really loved that about your speech. And I'm very proud of you guys
you.
both, even though they
Thank
didn't
you.
play sadly.
Yeah.
But it was really good. And I'm really hoping for our next years of HOSA that they can take that same poster and just be like, hey, I could do it better. And I'm going to give the credit to sober.
Yeah, for sure. It was, not like making it like, obviously it was a little
upsetting.
It was a little upsetting, but after like we just took a couple minutes to like just regroup, and then we talked it out, and we're like, honestly, we don't care if we won or we lost. It's more of gaining these experience and like this memories with each other that we couldn't ask for anything else. So in the end, it honestly didn't matter, and it was just something really cool to be a part of, and just be able to say that I was able to do it. So
and that's an amazing mindset, because I know some people were like really bummed out to the point where it kind of ruined their trip. But as a senior, honestly, I feel like it was more of a great experience, even if you didn't win or not.
Oh, yeah,
because
100%.
It was like our last trip, our last like huzzah of like senior year, because we didn't know we were going to make it or not. So I'm really proud of all of us. Yes. At least we placed. Everybody did great.
And congrats to you, too. You
did
so good. You placed. You got third.
Yeah, I got third in my advanced sports medicine, not advanced, the sports medicine test. It was something I wasn't really prepared for just because of the testing.
Right.
So our studying was very drastically different than what they were studying for. Ours was kind of, you had to learn the bones, muscle, ligaments, where they were, what was the origin, what's the exertion, where's the belly of the muscle. So that was the first skill segment. And the second one was pretty much the rotations, like the degrees of the legs and arms and everything. So you had to learn that all from memory. And then it was 5 taping skills. And all I can say is I'm really proud of our sports medicine team, just because we worked so hard over the past couple months, and it's just we put in all that effort. All of us were so encouraging to one another. Like, we spent all of our second day pretty much studying from 9 a.m. all the way to like 11:30 that day. And it was low-key like really fun. Like, I know I was stressing a lot to the point where I'm just like, I'm gonna cry, literally tears. But like everybody like kept me going. Like, everybody's like, you're gonna do great. You're gonna do amazing. You are gonna rock your world at that event.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. We took 6 out of the 10 spots for sports medicine this year for Cal HOSA. And I'm really proud of our team.
It was so cool. Honestly, so cool.
Mm-hmm. Did you do any courtesy corps by chance?
I actually did not. I did. I know. I was disappointed in myself, but I did do one workshop. I know. I saw it. It was actually pretty cool. I did get a pin myself. It was 25 cents. Only reason I got it. I'm cheap.
Cheap. No, really.
But yeah, I did one workshop. It was texting and driving, and it was this family, and they gave like a little presentation on like why not to text and drive and how dangerous it can be, not only for yourself but like for the people around you. And I didn't really know what to expect, like, going into it, but it was actually really sad.
Yeah.
They gave, like, their, like, little personal story about texting and driving and their experience with it, and it really gives you, like, a different perspective on it. And then at the end, if you wanted to, you could go up to them and give them, like, the oath that you're not going to text and drive, and then you'll get, like, a little banner for it or something, which I totally did. So...
Oh my God. Well, I did courtesy corps. I helped with judge check-in, and I met a lot of cool people from a different school, and I actually found they actually helped us with our sports medicine, like studying. He showed me a cool app and like helped us with all like the muscles, ligaments, and it was honestly, I'm like really thankful for it, because like who would have thought like the enemy's trying to help you, you know? Yeah. But it's very different here, and I like that. And then courtesy corps was fun. I did a workshop. It was that one where you like had the body interact. It was like a virtual patient, and you try to like help them through any situation, and I really liked it. A girl in our group accidentally gave him insulin instead of
glucose, right?
Yeah. Instead of glucose, and he died. He flatlined. He went to cardiac arrest. But you had to resuscitate him, and then you had to find out in order to wait to cure him, which I really like, and I feel like it would be a big help for our program too.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, and then I did yoga. I did yoga after our sports.
Dude, I wanted to do that. How was that?
It was really fun. Oh my God. Okay, so that was on our last day there on Saturday, and we just had the sports med event, like our testing right before, and we all looked down on our time and we're like, it's 8:22. We have time for yoga. Like everybody in like who competed in sports medicine, we're all like, we gotta do yoga. We gotta do yoga. Finish your test as fast as we can. We literally ran to yoga. It was so good. Like the first thing the lady said was like, if you competed in an event today, if you had anything so stressful, just let it out here. And honestly, it felt like I was at peace because all of that like studying, all my hard work just for that event, and I was like stressing out. I'm like, oh my God, what if I didn't place? I went to yoga and it was just, it felt so nice. And you had everybody, like you can relate to everybody in there because you could tell the stress on their shoulders.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just, I really liked it. It was really fun.
That's awesome. And didn't you guys do like a little meditation like the last 10 minutes? And
Yeah,
people started falling asleep?
I fell asleep. I needed it. I was waking up at like 5 a.m. almost every day, and
it was rough.
Yeah. And how was your guys'? I know you guys went to go travel around Long Beach.
We did.
Tell me about it, because I ended up staying in my hotel room and napping the whole time because I was so exhausted.
Okay. Yeah. So it was really fun. I actually ended up going with a group, like a pretty big group. Like a majority of them I actually like never hung out with before, but I did like know of them. Mm-hmm. And it was really cool just being able to experience new things with new people, like I said before. But it was awesome. Long Beach is a very beautiful place. I love the city. There's a really cool plant store that we went to. I almost bought a moss ball, but it was $15. I'm a cheap person, so I of course
she spent all her cash on food.
Yeah, I did. The
only exception.
There's a bagel shop that we went to almost
I
every
went
day.
to a bagel shop every day, and it was the best coffee, best bagel, best that I could have had. And Asen agrees behind the camera.
It was chef's kiss. Yeah.
And then we had ramen.
We did.
The ramen was bomb.
I didn't actually try it. It did look delicious. I got the pork katsu done.
Oh yeah, we went to another Japanese restaurant that we ate the second or first day there. We had it with a couple of our video production kids that I haven't had the time of just like getting to know, to be honest. And that's what I really liked, because there was a different groups of people. It wasn't just like the sports medicine program. It was our video production program, who also placed fourth in PSA. Round of applause for them.
Good job, Mason.
Woo! Shout out them. And then we were really proud. It was just a big circle of Elsinore love. Like, it isn't something that everyone's like here, like, oh, I don't believe in the spirit, until you go into like sporting events, until you go into like programs like us, where you do realize that Elsinore love really exists.
Yeah, 100%. And it's really cool, like, seeing like even underclassmen get to like have the time with our upperclassmen, and everybody just build these bonds. Like, you don't know each other, and then you go on these like little trips and vacations with each other for a couple of days, and all of a sudden, you know, you come back to school and you see each other, and it's like, hey, like, how are you? Like, I had so much fun with you. Like, it just builds like so much stronger bonds that like truly like will like stick with you in the end, like even after everybody graduates. So
yeah, and I really like that. Well, this is the end of our podcast, sadly. Hopefully we can invite more guests on from sports med, other athletes, anybody that anybody wants to hear. And if you have any like recommendations, of course, like send it through our Instagram at Studio 1891. You can also listen to this podcast on Spotify at Studio 1891, and on YouTube at Studio 1891. Subscribe, like, comment, love, hearts. All right, this is Andrea Ramirez signing off.
And this is Aylina Sober, also signing off.
Bye.
Bye.